Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's ETAPRIME back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at some early Black Friday deals under $100. Now, I've kind of compiled a little list here, and I do want to mention that one of these products is definitely over 100, but I kind of wanted to get it out of the way because there might be a lot of people out there that have been kind of eyeballing this particular item, and we've actually got a pretty steep discount, so I figured I'd go ahead and throw it in. Now, there's tons of stores doing these early Black Friday deals. I kind of scoured Amazon and Best Buy, but keep in mind you can check out Target, you can check out Walmart. These stores here are just easily accessible to a lot of people in the US, so I figured I'd go ahead and compile a list from these two stores. I'll leave links to everything I mentioned in this video in the description. But before we get started, there's something I always like to mention with these sales, be it Prime Day, Black Friday, whatever you're looking at, Cyber Monday. In order to save the maximum amount of money, don't buy anything at all. That's exactly how you can do it. If you're strapped for cash, don't worry about it. These deals are not super spectacular. You won't miss out on anything because throughout the year, all of these companies do these kind of sales. So we actually might even see some of this stuff cheaper later on down the road. So don't feel pressured to run out and spend a bunch of money on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. These sales will come around again. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so the first item on the list is the all-new Amazon Fire HD10. Now, I personally haven't done a review on this yet, but it is coming up soon because it's now on sale for $79.99. This originally hit the market at $139.99, so $140. I didn't pick it up because of the price, wasn't sure how many people would be interested in it, but at $80, this is definitely looking like a really good deal. There's only two that I can recommend right now. It would be this one here. This is the 2023 HD10. Or the Fire Max 11, which is coming in much more expensive. It does have some better features built in, but if it was me, I would go with the HD10 here at $80 and skip the 7 or the 8. They're just not putting out great performance. But at $80 here, I do think this would be a pretty decent deal for anybody looking for a decent tablet. Now, to go right along with this, if you want to do some gaming and emulation, a great controller for these Amazon devices is the official Luna wireless controller. This is actually a decent controller connected over Bluetooth to your PC, your tablet, or your Android phone. But this controller does kind of have a secret feature built in if you're looking to do Luna cloud gaming. Amazon does offer a subscription-based cloud gaming service. And with the Luna controller, you can alleviate pretty much all of your input latency because this does direct connect. Basically, it connects to the server over Wi-Fi directly from the controller. That way, those inputs are sent straight to the server instead of going through your tablet or your PC, whatever you have it connected to, and then going to the server, which does alleviate a lot of latency or input lag. But yeah, if you're looking to pick up a tablet, Luna controller is also available. It's coming in at $40 right now. Moving over to a pretty inexpensive TV. Now, we're not working with a 55-inch, a 60-inch. This is a 32-inch Class F20 720p Fire TV at $80. Now, obviously, this isn't a TV you want to pick up and put in your living room, but for the kids' room, the garage, or even a little gaming room, $80 for a 32-inch connected to, let's say, an Xbox, even though it's 720p, is still a pretty decent deal right now. And if you were looking for something a bit smaller, let's say something to go in the kitchen, they do have a 24-inch for $64.98. One thing I'm always on the lookout for during these sales are controllers for my consoles. So it's always great to have an extra. These PlayStation 5 controllers rarely go on sale. And right now, I believe all of the colors are $49.99. Yeah, you can get most of these at that $49.99 price tag. So if you were in the market for an extra PlayStation 5 controller, now is a really good time to pick one up. Same goes for Xbox, but these come in a bit cheaper, at least for the Robot White and the Carbon Black version. Depending on the color you want to pick up, this price might go up a bit. Let's see here for the blue, $44. Got that newer green one at $44, but I actually saw this $39.99, and this is a really nice color. This is the Stellar Shift Special Edition, and a few of these other special editions are also $39.99. Again, if you're in the market for an Xbox controller, this is a great time to pick it up. And keep in mind, these controllers will also work with your iPhone, your iPad, your PC, a Linux machine, your Android phone. Basically, they can connect to anything and you can use them as a gaming controller. Black Friday and Cyber Monday are great times to pick up storage, whether it be an internal SSD, hard drive, external hard drive. One thing that a lot of people have been using recently due to the new handhelds on the market are these 1 terabyte micro SD cards. These Team Group A2 cards are $49.99. Now they also have a 2-pack, doesn't save you much money at all, I think $1 here. You can get 2 of these for $100. Read up to 160, write 110, not the fastest card on the market, but for the price, it's really hard to beat. Now I haven't used these Pro Plus Team Group cards, but I have used their other version, which was I think last year's make and model that they had. I've got a couple of the 1 terabytes, and I've got them in my ROG Ally and my Steam Deck. Haven't had any issues with them, so I suspect this would also be a really good card. At $50, it is hard to beat a 1 terabyte card, so if you did want to upgrade that storage on your phone, camera, or your gaming handheld, these would be a great option. And just to give you an idea, the SanDisk 1 terabyte Extreme cards, which are really great cards, these are some of the best on the market right now. For a single 1 terabyte, it's $99. So it's really up to you. If you want that name brand, a little faster here, definitely go with the SanDisk. But Team Group has also been around for a very long time. And like I mentioned, I've used some of their older cards without any issues. Links for both will be in the description. Back to Amazon, Fire TV Stick 4K. Now this is the newest model here, Wi-Fi 6E. This is the best one to get, and it's $39.99. It's usually $60. They do have some others, like the Lite here, $16. Now this will only do 1080p, and to tell you the truth, even if you're going to be plugging into a 1080p TV, I would go with that 4K Max just because it does have a faster CPU and more RAM. It's just going to be a much smoother experience, but I'll leave links to most of these down below. So for the Lite, it's $16. The regular Fire TV Stick is $20. And of course, the 4K Max is coming in at $40. But again, a lot of newer TVs do have smart capabilities already built in. So, it's really up to you. If you've got an older smart TV that's been freezing up on Netflix every once in a while, like I actually had in my bedroom a couple months ago before I upgraded, this would be awesome to kind of get you by until you can get a bigger or a newer TV. Next up, we've got this 24-inch monitor that I've actually mentioned in several of my videos. It's a 24-inch, 100 Hz IPS display, but the main claim to fame here is USB Type-C video in. So if you wanted to connect, let's say, a Steam Deck or your ROG Ally or even your Samsung phone with Samsung DeX, you can get out buying one of these for $94, and you've got a much larger display to work with. So a lot of these newer phones hitting the market do support video over USB Type-C. You can see we've got USB Type-C video in with this one. And at $95, this is definitely one of the least expensive monitors that I've seen on the market with Type-C in. Going back to that Black Friday, Cyber Monday storage, microSD cards, external drives are really great to have. These are some that I've been using for a couple years. These are the Samsung T7, up to the 2 terabyte right here for $99. These are awesome. They're not the fastest on the market. I think they'll do up to 1,000 megabytes per second. Not too bad though. I mean, much faster than a mechanical drive. And I'll tell you, I've got about 4 of these 2 terabyte drives. I use 2 of them for video editing. So this is kind of offload some of my storage from my PC over to this drive. And I've got another 2 of them set up for Steam drives. So basically I can take that drive, plug it into any PC or handheld. It's already got my games from Steam installed. And as long as I sign in, set that drive up, those games are ready to play on any other device I plug this into. It's just really great to have this extra. And the final thing I came across here is the ROG Ally. Now it's $80 off over on Best Buy right now, bringing it down to $619. Definitely much more than $100, but at the beginning of the video, I did mention that one would be a bit more than $100. And if you're with the My Best Buy program, you can get an extra $20 off. So that'll knock it down to $600. Really awesome price for this handheld. Definitely one of my favorites. And even at $619, it's really hard to pass something like this up. You got that Ryzen Z1 Extreme with 512 gigabytes of storage. And this is the Extreme version. This is the one that I would definitely recommend. But if you're looking for a much cheaper handheld, they're offering the non-Extreme ROG Ally, which doesn't perform near as good as the Extreme version, for $449. So that's $150 right off the top. But the Z1 Extreme version is definitely the one that I would recommend. So yeah, a lot of these stores are going to be running these early Black Friday, early Cyber Monday deals. Definitely kind of hard to get an idea of what everybody's been looking for throughout the year. But I made this little list just to show you stuff that I use or would use. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you're looking to save the maximum amount of money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, don't buy anything at all, and you've saved that money. Don't feel pressured to buy anything. Sales go on throughout the year. You'll see TVs pop up for this price, maybe even cheaper. Just keep your eye out. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I really appreciate you watching. If you've come across some really awesome deals, let us know down below. And if you're interested in picking any of this stuff up, I'll leave links for everything I mentioned in the description. But that's it for this one. Like always, thanks for watching.